Well, every member that qualifies and gets to go to the games gets to be a part of the team. They get to compete in a team situation. A lot of the riders down here really haven't had that before, and some that do and that work with teams normally get to work with riders from different teams for a change. One big thing though is that you get to go through essentially the Olympic experience. You get to compete, go to an opening ceremonies, which will have athletes from everything from athletics to boxing to synchronized swimming and diving, equestrian events, so on and so forth. You get to go to huge opening ceremonies, which is really a celebration of the amateur athlete. And then you get the actual team support, the training beforehand. You get a warm-up suit and a team jersey, and just support while you're racing.
I bet you Brian doesn't win. Well, first off, yes, I'm happy with the team. The guys that qualified are guys that we've coached before, so we're really excited to have those guys back for at least the core of what we got going on. The June 22nd team individual time trial, I'm sure will give us guys that'll work around the guys that qualified today.
The race was tough. It started out fast and furious, and a few really strong guys got a gap going shortly after the first sprint, I think. You had Joe Zavertis up there pounding away as usual, and Jan, he was going early on every single sprint. Tough to stay with him, but we had 5 really strong guys that were just drilling it and you know, killing it on the sprint. It was tough to place in the sprint, but it went well. And Skip and I from Babylon Bike were able to get across the line in the front a few times and gain enough points to qualify. We were pretty excited.
Too many sprints. We had what? 20 sprints. No, 10 sprints. 10 sprints. Broke up after the first one, it looks like. Where we had about 7 guys.
Yeah.
Babylon did pretty well. Tried to work me over.
For me, pretty good. I mean, the weather changed to better, and I stay in the front. Finally, we walked 5 guys, which worked best for me. That was the strongest guys in the front. I enjoy it, you know, and I was taking the points. I just missed 1 sprint that cost me first place. But second is good too. So, okay.
Race broke up early, and
we pushed pretty hard the first few laps. Got a good gap, and then we just had a few guys up front and kept the rotation going, kept the gap, and contested the sprint. I think we rotated through pretty good on that. We mixed it up a lot. I think the guys that had legs went, and the guys that didn't sat in and waited. Waited till they had a good chance at a sprint to really use what they had. And ended up with a good finish, and ended up with GPSC 1, 2, 3 going across the line. And the two of us in the Empire State Games, George and myself. It's a good race.
Badge of courage. Stephen Crane was right about it. Nothing to do with the Civil War. Everything to do with sliding on asphalt at 20 miles an hour.